Hi everyone, I am Tam and I'm back with another spurious dish. Today we have Game Hen. So small poultry bird, about 1.5 pound. I think 1 pound or 1.25 pounds, so something smaller than this is better because it's easier to fry it with, because we're going to fry this in lard pig fat, panko style. So I have some leftover panko that I want to use up. About I think probably about maybe like 2 cups left. 2 cups of panko left, roughly 2 cups. This is all-purpose flour to coat it with salt and pepper, salt and black pepper. These are shallots to add a bit of like I guess a side dish, shallots. And this is just a cherry tomato, small tomato. So these will be these will be going with the fried panko style Game Hen. 3 eggs to make the egg mixture. All right, so that's the plan. We're going to fry the Game Hen inside the pan here. I'll probably use 8 tablespoons of pork fat, so it's easier to fry. And also afterwards, we can drench the oil, drench the veggies into the oil. It's kind of like marinate it for a little bit as the fried Game Hen cools down, and then we'll put both the fried Game Hen and also the coated oil veggies into the oven with a pan, because chances are after I finish frying this, the meat will not be cooked all the way through. Probably just like maybe like 1/4 of an inch will actually be cooked, and more meat that's deeper inside, like 0.5 inches deep inside, will probably not be cooked. So we're gonna make sure it's actually cooked all the way through by putting it into the oven to gently cook it, gently kind of roast it, 375 degrees Fahrenheit for like 60 minutes with the veggies. So the veggies also roast as well. That's why that is why I have this pan here. And that's the main game plan. So I will set up the mixture. So it's gonna be like the flour mixture will be 1 cup of all-purpose flour, probably one teaspoon of black pepper and 1 tablespoon of salt. So that's the flour mixture. The egg mixture is just 3 eggs. Whip them up real nice and neat. And then the panko will be inside a different bowl. And then we have all 3 different stations to move this Game Hen through. So I'll wash that, and then I'll return, and we can kind of do that. I'll also cut up the shallots. I'll use maybe like 4 of these. Yeah, just about 4. So not too many, just 4. 4 of these. This is about probably maybe like 6 ounces in terms of like the actual weight. Yeah, probably 6 ounces. So I'll use all of this plus like 4 of these, and I'll set those aside for later on. Okay, so I'll come back when I have everything ready for the next part. These are the 3 mixtures: flour, salt, and pepper, eggs, nicely smooth, whipped. and about 1 cup of panko. I think there's more here. I think this is like 1.5 or something, or 1.25 cups. Anyway, about 1 cup. Probably too much, honestly. That's okay. And these are the veggies. I sliced the cherry tomatoes in half, and most of the shallots are also sliced in half because I want the shallots to hold its shape inside the oven. I tried to slice it into quarters, and it kind of fell apart. See, it kind of like this is the it kind of fell apart the inside. That's somewhere down there, yeah. You see, like this piece is kind of fell apart. So I sliced the rest in just halves. So slice them into halves, so that they hold the shape easier. And this is the chicken. I washed the inside and also the inside the chicken, and also the outside, just with water, with cold water, nothing else. And then I patted down the gently the both sides, so the outside is kind of like a bit dry, and that's about the all the preparation that I did for the chicken. And the oil is right here, 8 tablespoons of oil to fry the chicken with. So let's actually do this. Okay, I'll put the phone to the side, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Actually, let me find a shorter height thing, so it's easy for you to see what I'm doing. All right, so that's a bit shorter. Yeah, that's much shorter. Hopefully that stays in place. Okay, I think that's really fine. If I don't do anything too kind of crazy, the phone just stay in place. Yeah, that's fine. This is what it is. Try move this back a little more. Okay. All right, so first step is to put the chicken into the flour, kind of like get it all over the place, inside and outside. So inside and outside the chicken, ideally. And then and same thing with the egg mixture here, and then the panko. 1, 2, 3. That's the kind of like station which we're trying to do here. This is the second time I'm trying to like fry something, so I'm not an expert. I'm just still a novice. We'll see how it goes. This is also a pretty big piece of chicken as well. Generally, you probably want to like use smaller pieces. So that's why I suggest having a smaller chicken, because it's easier for you to do. Also, it cooks a bit quicker too. If you take too long, oh, it's a bit wet here. Let me just pat it down one more time. So the outside should be fairly dry. So fairly dry on the outside here. That way it's easier to like stick to the actual mixtures. There we are. All right, so gently, kind of like just put inside. The flour mixture feels like Play-Doh, kind of like a bit like Play-Doh. I should use a bigger bowl. Dang, man, this is such a big piece of chicken though. Yeah. So outside, inside, be careful because flour is pretty soft. Be careful, otherwise you may have to clean up afterwards in the kitchen. Also inside, put something inside, move around inside. Yeah, so that's the process. I'll come back when I'm done with the flour, and then we'll move to the egg. All right, so this is pretty good. Inside and outside is nicely coated. Same process here. So, oh man, this is gonna get pretty messy. I mean, it's already kind of messy with the small bowl, but this is gonna be okay. So next is the egg, kind of just like coated around it. Ooh yeah, dang, that barely like fits the the chicken. Actually, I can probably use it to my advantage, because then it's much easier to like coat the inside as well. Just like open the hatchet in the background here, so that the egg can kind of go inside. So it's kind of gross. Yeah, it feels like snot. It's kind of what it feels like right now. The egg feels like snot. So don't worry, it will taste a lot nicer. To kind of press it down, so that way the egg mixture goes into the chicken as well, into the inside. I think this is pretty much done as is. This is about as good as it gets, yeah. Okay. All right, and the last one, I'm just be very careful here. Papa. Here's gonna be the panko. Just let it kind of slowly finish. Oh, shoot, it's like snot. Here it screws. And then, oh wow, oh, it's leaking now. No, actually, let's do this. That way, the inside leaks all the eggs out. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, into the panko here. So you want to like press it down so that way it kind of sticks pretty firm. Apply pressure so that way it sticks pretty firm. Rotate it around. If you can, get some panko inside the inside the chicken as well. Dang, this is pretty big chicken, dude. Kind of hard to do this. It's such a big chicken. Oh, oh, it's kind of gross. I probably can't get any panko inside. It's just too hard to like do. Yeah, it's just too hard to do here. So I'll do what I can. Gosh, I think I probably yeah, the egg mixture is sticking to my hand, not the chicken anymore. Dang, okay. Alright, so this is better than us having nothing. So we just kind of finish this off and just gently coat the whole thing here. Alright, that's pretty good. It's not perfect. Dang, it's not even close to perfect, but it's fine. If you take too long, the egg mixture will stick to your hand instead of the chicken. So that's why I stopped it right there. Otherwise, most of it will probably fall down. You can probably reapply it. Let's see if maybe that works. I don't quite know the process here. If I were to like reapply flour, that's why I have the cutting board here. In case something goes wrong, just try to do it again. Oh, yeah, you definitely can. So it might be worthwhile to like do a second like round, you know, a second round of like just this. So that way it definitely sticks a bit better. Oh, actually no, it's falling out. Man, this is terrible. All right, so just do what you can. And that's all I actually wrote. Oh man, this is really bad. All right, okay. So I'll stop right now. Otherwise, the panko may not stick as well as I want. This is definitely an art, no doubt. Oh wow, this kind of sucks. Okay, so I'll clean my hands and then we'll start the frying process. Okay, so let's do this. Nice and hot oil. I should probably use my hands first because it'll be a lot easier. Actually, let's turn the heat off so then I can just kind of like gently put this in. And then I'll use the tongs. There we are. There we are. Alright, might as well throw in these breadcrumbs here, leftover ones. Yep. And maybe it'll re-stick during the cooking process. Alright, wash my hands. And now let's heat the oil up too high, super high, and then we can sort of fry this. So if it's super high, I'll leave it on the downside here for I don't know, like maybe 4 to 5 minutes before I flip this. Otherwise, it may not stick. So I'll do that, and then I'll use the tongs to kind of like probably rotate it to the other side for like 5 minutes, and then I'll like use the tongs to keep it like side to the side, and try to cook the side as well. This is not enough oil to cook it up to cook it up a lot. So this is another reason why I want to use the oven afterwards to make sure the chicken is properly cooked. Chicken is not like steak. Yeah, you can't really eat this raw. You have to eat it cooked. So it's either cooked or not cooked. That's the right mindset for chicken. I'll come back when I have finished frying this bird. There is our chicken, mostly fried on the outside. I'm pretty sure it's not all the way cooked, so I removed it from the pan and put it into the aluminum container here. I'll let that cool down for like 15 minutes. This is still pretty hot. I'll wait for like another 10-15 minutes to let it cool down, and then I'll put in the veggies here and just move it around so that way the oil gets all over it. There should also be like salt and a bit of pepper, so we should need to add more salt to the oil. So still a pretty good amount of oil here. Put the veggies in there. Let it kind of like marinate for like 15 minutes, and then 30 minutes should be up, and we're ready for the oven. The oven I'll put at 375, and then we'll let it go for like an hour. That should be enough to fully cook the chicken and also nicely roast the veggies. The egg batter, you can make yourself an omelet, or I guess reuse for another frying event. Okay, I'll come back when I'm ready for the oven. Okay, I put in the veggies. As you see, there's a bit of like there's a bit of oily juice here. So I marinated in oil for about 15 minutes, and then I put it with the chicken. So this is all of the kind of thing here. There's nothing stuffed into the chicken. It's just on the outside. I think if you put some veggies into the chicken, they release the aroma. So the inside also has a bit of like sweetness to it from the shallots and the tomato. I didn't do that, so there's nothing inside the back door. So yeah, I made myself an omelet using the leftover oil. I used all the oil actually, like yeah. So yeah, so all of the 8 tablespoon of lard is used, and the oven is now preheated, so we're good to go. 375. So the only thing left to do is to put in the chicken and put the chicken plus veggies. Be careful. It's preheated, so it's hot already. Use gloves. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. And then put it to the center. Put it to the center here. To the center. Right there. 375. And we'll let this go for like an hour. I want to make sure the chicken is properly cooked. So we should not be eating raw chicken. We should be eating fully cooked chicken, and that's about it. So I'll come back in 1 hour. If it's still not cooked, I'll probably let it go for another like 15 minutes. We'll see. I'll come back in 1 hour. So 1 hour has passed by, and it looks incredible. The veggies are very nice and soft, and you can tell the shallots and it's very nice and soft. I'm pretty sure the chicken is fully cooked now. I can't imagine it not being cooked. 1 hour is pretty good. Usually 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes can fully cook a chicken. So not counting the defrost. If the chicken is defrost, if the chicken is frozen, add another like 15 minutes. However, like a room temperature chicken will cook in the oven 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. It smells really good. The shallots smells like onion, like a yellow onion. The tomato makes it a bit kind of sweet and kind of savory. So since I'm pretty low on time, I'm not gonna let this sit too long. Otherwise, I would let this sit for like 30 minutes to rest, so it kind of cools down to like almost room temperature. So maybe like 5 degrees Fahrenheit above room temperature or something like I'm low on time, so let's just I guess get to it. I will I'll I'll probably use scissors to cut half of the chicken, and then with half of the veggie. So that's one serving. This is two serving. The other half I'll probably just put in the fridge for tomorrow. So this is one portion, two portion. That's how I will do this. So I'll come back to you guys when I have that completed. Man, that looks pretty incredible. I'm not gonna lie to you. That looks like like a Michelin star kind of like chicken quality right there. Not to brag or anything. I've actually never eaten at a Michelin star restaurant. So what do I know? Or what am I talking about? Anyway, although it does look very aesthetically pleasing. Let me like zoom out a little bit and see all different kind of. Oh, that's a nice one. That'd be a great thumbnail for my YouTube video slash social media videos. There we are. We just go around. This half a chicken. I literally just used scissors to cut out the half of it. So see, so I cut out half and put out half there. The inside is kind of nice and juicy. You have the some of the breadcrumb, the panko inside, plus like a bit of like I guess blood or kind of liver juice there. Yeah, that looks really nice actually. That looks, ooh, yeah. That looks like that's really incredible. Very like beautiful looking. So let's see how it tastes. That is the big question. That is the only question when it comes to food, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so smell. It smells very nice. It has a kind of like oven tomato warmth to it. The chicken is not too intense. The chicken is kind of like mild, and the panko breadcrumb is more intense than the chicken. So it's like it smells like breaded chicken. So that's not too intense. The shallots are kind of like sweet and kind of like sits on the sideline of the dish. The shallots, yeah, it smells really good. The overall smell is like a freshly made chicken from the oven with like a kind of tomato and a shallot kind of warm around it, warmth. Alright, so looks pretty good. So let's test the veggies first. Let's see how the shallots are. The shallots, it's not like it's not too soft. It's still a bit firm. However, it's if the shallots were to cook for another half an hour, it would be very kind of mild and much more kind of buttery. This is still kind of firm, not too firm though. Still kind of nice to kind of chew on. The tomato just like explode in your mouth. It's just like super kind of warm and soft. The tomatoes are perfect. They have a bit of like oil from the pork fat and the cooking fat, so it's kind of like a nice flavor to them. Yeah, the tomatoes are perfect. They're definitely perfect. If the tomato cooks for another half an hour, it'll be too mushy. So this is perfect for the tomato. I should have cut the shallots into smaller bits, so quarters instead of like halves, quarters, and they would have cooked a bit. They would have cooked at the same rate as the tomatoes, so they'd be like the same kind of texture as it has tomatoes, kind of soft and yet full of flavor. It's still okay, you know. It's not horrific. It's still pretty good. All right, the main thing here, which is the chicken here. I probably need a knife. I may need a knife. Let's see for a moment. Yeah, this is kind of hard to like break apart here. Let's just keep trying. So it's definitely cooked all the way through. Still feels pretty warm. Pretty soft. Chicken is kind of dry. The meat of the chicken is kind of dry. Let me see what the skin tastes like. The skin. Let me just see what skin tastes like. Skin. The skin is very nice. It has the panko on it. Still very nice with the panko. Yeah, it feels a lot healthier than something from KFC. Let's put it that way. Yeah, there's no way. I need a knife here. It's just hard without a knife. It's like really hard to do without a knife. All right, so just the meat itself here. Yeah, the meat that's like the meat that's deeper inside the chicken, like 50% deeper, is way softer. The stuff on the outside is still kind of dry. So dry, and then it becomes soft. I'm guessing the juice from the inside of the chicken got absorbed that way. Yeah. I'll use my hands. I might as well use hands from here. Be more efficient. Just go at it. Yeah, that drumstick definitely kind of falls apart there. The meat of it. And see what it tastes like. Oh wow, wow. That's really soft. That's like really soft. That's really soft. Man. Whoa. That feels like really soft. That's like a rotisserie chicken from Costco kind of softness. That's how soft it is. It's really soft. You can see like how juicy it still is, and a bit of softness there. That's really good chicken. Usually the Game Hen, the kind of like smaller chicken, is more gamier and kind of like hard and more kind of tense. It's the difference between like a wild hog versus like a conventionally raised conventionally raised pig. The pig will be softer to eat compared to the hog. The hog is like kind of tough to muscle. However, the chicken here is very soft. Yeah, the Game Hen here is very soft. It literally just kind of falls on the bone here. It's really good. That's really good. It feels really nice, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of this offline, and yeah, This is really, the meat is like very soft, like very soft. I think the part that's close to the panko is still dry, but the overall the inside of it is very soft and juicy. You can kind of see. So this is like a perfect kind of dish to impress your, I guess, your romantic partner or your date with. It's pretty inexpensive. I think the total cost is probably like the hen itself was like $5. Plus all the other ingredients, like maybe like I don't know, like maximum $20. So for like 2 servings, yeah, add in a nice like glass of like wine, or I guess some like some kind of like some kind of darker beer, like no, not some kind of lighter beer, like Heineken or something like that, and you have kind of a perfect meal here. Okay, have a good day, folks.